Hello, my name is William Sammons, and in this video I will provide a brief explanation of Russia's role in the US elections. So what exactly happened? Well, in a joint report published by the CIA, FBI, and the NSA, it was concluded that Russian President Vladimir Putin initiated an effort to disrupt the US democracy as well as to influence the outcome of the 2016 US presidential election. Information was stolen from the Democratic National Convention as well as from Hillary Clinton's campaign manager, John Podesta. It was stolen by Russian affiliates and passed on to the website WikiLeaks so it could be released to weaken Clinton's support, thus revitalizing Trump's waning efforts in the race. At the time, Putin denied the claims about interfering, and Trump later went on Twitter and said, "The Russia-Trump collusion story is a total hoax. When will this taxpayer-funded charade end?" What led up to this, though? The Trump campaign actually had multiple ties to Russia. First of all, Putin announced his approval of Trump, calling him smart. Trump responds to this by saying, "It's always such an honor to be so nicely complimented by a man so highly respected within his own country and beyond." Back in 2016, Trump's then campaign manager, Paul Manafort, resigned when it was revealed that he had been a paid consultant to Ukraine's pro-Russian former president, raking in millions for representing Russian interests in Ukraine and the US. In March 2016, foreign policy advisor George Papadopoulos joins Trump's team and begins contact with Russian sources who have ties to Putin's government. In July 2017, he was arrested for lying to the FBI about his dealings with the Russian sources. In this time period, Trump also nominates Rex Tillerson, CEO of ExxonMobil, for Secretary of State. This nomination was met with much criticism considering Tillerson had built a close personal relationship with Putin. Then yet another person close to Trump gets involved. Donald Trump Jr. receives an email about a Russian lawyer with incriminating information about Hillary, to which he replies with, "If it's what you say, I love it." And if this were not substantial enough, you cannot forget Trump's statement, "I will tell you this, Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails that are missing," referencing Hillary's deleted emails. But how exactly did Russia go about the undermining of the election? The U.S. intelligence report stated that Russian hackers had sent specially constructed messages containing malware to over 10,000 Twitter users in the Defense Department. The messages were about sports, the Oscars, and other seemingly relevant or interesting information. When clicked on, however, the links took users to a Russian-controlled server that downloaded a program allowing hackers to take control of the victim's phone or computer, allowing the Russians to access private information about Hillary and the DNC. It was also revealed that Russia had used thousands of computer bots to spread misleading information to the public about the stolen emails. On July 22, 2016, just before the DNC was to officially nominate Clinton, the information stolen by the Russians was acquired by WikiLeaks, which then began to publish nearly 20,000 private emails stolen from the DNC server. More emails continued to be released throughout the summer, always targeting Clinton, clearly suggesting that the Russian hackers' intentions were to hurt her campaign. On October 7th, emails from Clinton's campaign manager, John Podesta, stolen by the Russians and handed off to WikiLeaks, were released, severely damaging Clinton's position in the race. On the same day, the government declared that the DNC hacks were intended to interfere with the election and that they believe only Russia's senior-most officials could have authorized this activity, aka Putin and his associates. Phone records also showing that Trump's associates made frequent contact with Russian officials during the campaign further support the theory that Trump and Putin were colluding in order to secure his election to presidency. Okay, so now we know how, but almost more importantly is why. Why did Putin and the Russian government do this? According to the National Intelligence Council, or the NIC, the attack was an expression of Moscow's long-standing desire to dismantle the US-led liberal democratic order. Russia's goals were to undermine public faith in the US democratic process, degrade Hillary Clinton, and harm her campaign and potential presidency. Putin aspired to help Trump's election chances when possible by discrediting Secretary Clinton and publicly contrasting her unfavorably to him. The NIC also stated that Putin and the Russian government developed a clear preference for President-elect Trump, who probably see him as likely to protect Russian interests. In the sphere of Russian geopolitics, this scandal represents a new standard in how Russia will operate within its borders and across oceans too. The hacking of the election was the first step in the transformation of the definition of geopolitics. Now that a government has proven it can transcend space and change opinion through technology and online social networking, when it was not possible before the advent of the internet. The political geography of Russia has fundamentally changed in this way, and we will have to wait and see what kind of consequences that will entail.